Breaking news out of the Dragons tonight, and the future of coach Anthony Griffin is suddenly on a knife's edge. Michael Chemis is at Cogra. Michael, is this the end of Griffin at St George Illawarra?
Well, James, it could be the beginning of the end. The Dragons have informed Anthony Griffin that they will begin interviewing coaches for 2024 and beyond. Now, Griffin, he is contracted for another season with the club, and there are doubts over whether he should continue. Now, they have been honest about their concerns and will give him the opportunity to prove he should continue through the results this year. Now, in the meantime, the Dragons will begin speaking to other coaches to work out a backup plan. The three names that are being discussed are Ben Hornby, Jason Riles and Dean Young, all of whom played for the club. But James, there is no doubt pressure is on Anthony Griffin to get results in the coming months, otherwise it could all be over.
A huge development, Michael, thank you. Well, it's not just a grand final rematch for the Panthers and Eels this week. The hatred runs much deeper than that. The Eels are desperate, still searching for their first win of the season, but will be bolstered by a very controversial return.
Back from a suspension which didn't need to be served, Ryan Madison finally returning after choosing a 3-week ban instead of a $4,000 fine for a grand final crusher tackle.
I gave him my opinion, but at the end of the day, it's the player's decision. He has to make his decisions. I will say the timing of it, straight after a grand final, I don't think anyone was thinking very clearly. Maybe with a bit more time, makes a different decision.
Do you think it was a selfish decision?
Like I said, my job is to support the players and support the decisions they make.
He'll be needed as the winless Eels look for revenge over the side which crushed their premiership dream.
Still haven't watched it. Still haven't? No.
Have the boys?
I don't know. Did he?
Yeah.
I've seen bits and pieces of it, but still haven't sat down and watched it for the full 80 minutes. Obviously, it's not something I want to keep reliving, but at some stage I'll get around to it. But it just doesn't help us right at the minute.
The Panthers are looking fresh after a week off. Their youngsters say they don't need to be brought up to speed on what this rivalry means. They've lived it throughout their junior careers.
When I was in school, we went to school with the Para boys, so always got a bit feisty at school. Just touching on it, during the week, obviously I had the boys playing in GF, and it's my first time playing in probably a big game, for myself, big game, so it should be a good clash.
Do you hate the Eels?
I just got asked that question before. I don't hate anyone. I'm a lover.
Danica Mason, 9 News.
You'll be hearing the name Paul Alamotti a lot this season. The new Bulldog centre laid on 2 tries for winger Josh Adokar in the win over the Tigers. And the Fox hasn't held back in his predictions for the 19-year-old.
He's definitely got the potential to be one of the best centres in the world. I feel like I've been playing footy with Paulie my whole career. Paulie's got a bright future in the Bulldogs jersey, and I'm glad that he's on my side.
The Fox and the Dogs face the Warriors in Auckland on Sunday afternoon. Scott Sattler has taken to social media to pay tribute to his father John, who died yesterday, aged 80. Scott's also a first-grade premiership winner, posted a series of photos describing the Rabbitohs legend as one of nature's gentlemen, a sentiment echoed by Prime Minister South tragic Anthony Albanese in Parliament today.
Sats was the toughest person that has ever walked onto a rugby league field, but he was an absolute gentleman off the field.
The Bunnies play Manly on Saturday in what's said to be an emotional night at Accor Stadium.